Hey, I'm Colleen MacDonald, and welcome to Crypto Convergence. This week, we are going to talk about DePIN and the Internet of Things. But first, if you could just go ahead and smash that subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you're notified the next time that I post a video. If you find this content valuable, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So this week we are discussing the convergence of the physical and the digital world, DePIN and the Internet of Things. Does anyone remember an old Disney movie called Smart House? Premiering in 1999 and starring then a very nice 90s heartthrob, Ryan Merriman, along with legendary names, like Kevin Kilner, Rachel Duncan, Katie Seagal. This movie sees the young imagination of latchkey millennials everywhere.
Ow! You didn't tell me that thing was gonna bite me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's just Pat's way of getting to know you.
Angie Cooper, age 9, 52 inches tall, 62 pounds, blonde hair, brown eyes, 12% body fat, had measles and one early case of pneumonia, no broken bones.
Whoa.
Outside of the incredible effects, part of the reason that the millennials loved this movie so much was because in 1999, we were all getting computers and coding on MySpace for the first time. The sound of the dial-up connection. This is essentially the birth of Web 2, and it was conceptualized long before even this point in time that AI and advanced technology would be a threat to humanity. But in this Disney movie, Ryan Merriman's character was hoping that a smart house could solve his family's financial problems.
You mean we're gonna do it? We're gonna move in?
Ben Cooper has won a computerized smart house for his family.
Way to go, Cooper!
Complete with video wall projections, a state-of-the-art control room, floor absorbers, and maternal instincts.
Biorhythm analysis indicates this is exactly the outfit you would have selected yourself.
Just 20 years after the premiere of this movie, Satoshi Nakamoto unleashed Bitcoin into the world. And now suddenly, the refrigerators that have screens on them to show you what's in there,
what the hell?
Seemed to make sense to me for the first time. But imagine yourself working to solve the same problem as Ryan Merriman's character. How can normal people leverage existing technology to make their lives easier? Since we first began to track the heartbeat or the GPS on a Garmin, the Internet of Things has been alive and well.
What are you wearing right now? This is a G-Shock.
Though the earliest example of this was in the 1980s when a Coca-Cola machine vended soda from the internet. Now it's commonplace for even homeless people to have smartphones, and suddenly everyone has access to the blockchain technology that Satoshi Nakamoto published into existence. Now that we have all of this data, all of these computers, phones, cameras, internet, what do we do with it? We all hear about how our data is sold to data warehouses that shore everything up, where it's taken to advertisers and no cut is given to the customer whose data belongs. In our current situation, we are the products. Shouldn't we benefit from this arrangement somehow? Can a regular person leverage these technologies to work for them? Does everyone need to pay for a Netflix account?
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Aren't there some utilities, some services, some applications of real-world products that we can all share? Absolutely there are. And congratulations, you have just become a DePIN enthusiast in the DeFi space. Great work.
That is what I like to hear. Great work.
These decentralized physical infrastructure networks, or DePINs, are arguably the next evolution of the Internet of Things from the blockchain economy. I have begun to refer to this emerging marketplace as the Web3 Universal Economy, the WUE, or the WUI for short. In the future, you and your neighbors could subscribe to a decentralized blockchain network with more or less network security built in where your fridge, your smartwatch, your router, and more are all connected, enabling your data to potentially work for you while providing connectivity strength for those around you, or at least confirming it. This isn't exactly the robot that I thought that it would be from Bicentennial Man. But here we are. In this world, the universal basic income that Andrew Yang discussed in his 2020 presidential campaign,
but I have done the math,
could be realized with innovative solutions like this one. An example of a compelling project to consider is Drop Wireless on the IoTeX blockchain. According to Drop Wireless CEO Andrew Beck in his interview with Real Talk, the IoTeX blockchain official website, Drop is working to drive the project towards some distributed infrastructure, adding that Drop Wireless wants to take the right steps for the bigger picture to emerge, detailing that crowd sharing of personally owned internet utility data is a realistic future to consider.
In terms of aligning the sort of, any business, you got to have your, the interest aligned.
It is at this point that I would like to appeal to my general listeners. Please note that Drop Wireless has been in existence since 2018 and has a ton of competitors. This means that any company that exists in the Web 2 space already has a competitor in the Web 3 space that is light years ahead of them. So, if you're a business owner and you have not done your due diligence on blockchain technology, I would encourage you to do so.
Morty, you have to help me!
Summer, get your together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your just gotta get it together. Get your together.
Now, how does all of this work? Great, we can sell our data and get rewarded for it, but what does that actually mean? What does that look like? If you know how to work a smartphone or any application for that matter, you could potentially earn money from projects like Drop Wireless in the future. Practically, you'll purchase hardware from Drop Wireless, such as their G2, which is commonly referred to as a drop tracker, or a wireless device, a node, which would be a little computer that just emits a signal to evaluate the strength of other drop signals on the network. Okay, so as your G2 assesses the strength of these other signals that are on the network, the user will be rewarded with the DePIN, and the DePIN is the Drop Wireless Infrastructure Network Token. And this is in exchange for that proof of performance that the G2 is confirming, or that your node is confirming. So basically, G2 device monitors the existing nodes on the Drop Wireless network and validates their performance. In exchange, the network pays you its local currency. Check out this short clip from Drop Wireless discussing the product's use cases. The full video is going to be available in the description below.
The owner of Drop G2's multi-protocol device received 30% of the ad revenue and crypto rewards for proof of ownership. And the Drop Wireless Corporation retained 30% of the ad revenue for platform development. By owning a G2 device, you can significantly increase your earning potential as a premise provider and G2 owner, receiving up to 70% of the ad revenue and crypto rewards for proof of both ownership and operation.
There are tons of use cases, reward metrics, and other proofs that are associated with the Drop Wireless DePIN protocol on the IoTeX blockchain. So please, do your own research before interacting with it. It's just good practice to vote with your time and to vote with your dollar.
Holy
If you'd like to know more about the additional use cases for this network, about the other proofs that are associated with it, or to even meet the developers, please visit their website that is going to be listed below and review the white paper and documentation associated with the project. As a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with Drop Wireless, the Drop Network, the IoTeX blockchain, or any of the sources that I've cited here. This article is for education purposes only. This is not investment or financial advice. I simply contend that this is an interesting and potentially fruitful endeavor of the future. If you'd like to know more about the technical aspects related to this project, please visit dropwireless.io or IoTeX.io. Thank you so much for joining me today on Crypto Convergence. I am Colleen McDonald. Have a wonderful rest of your week.